Hey everyone, happy Monday. I hope that your weekend was great. I am really excited about this video and this share because Dr. Leah Forman is a great friend of mine and an awesome resource when we are stuck at home and beyond for our littles. And our daughter has epilepsy and probably should do more sensory work for something. She's pretty advanced, but it would be great to do some more things. And so I was thinking, okay, we've raided our cabinets for facial stuff, for face masks. We've grown our own gardens from our lettuce. We've done all these things with things in our home. Why don't we see how mamas and dadas can use things in their home to keep their kids engaged and still developing? And so I thought, oh my gosh, Leah should come on with me. So here she is. She will do a much better job of introducing herself and telling you what she does and why. So I'm gonna let her do that because I would probably butcher it. But take the floor, my dear.
No, that was perfect. Thank you so much, Kara. I'm Leah Forman. I am an occupational therapist, caregiver coach, and owner of Nurtured Pediatrics. So before, we're calling it the times of COVID when I've been on sessions with people. This is just, we're in the time of COVID-19. So during these times, it's been tough for families to come up with activity ideas. And a lot of my families outside of COVID have low supplies. And so I'm always brainstorming, what can we use as a toy? What can we use to make an activity therapeutic where I don't have to make a recommendation where they go out and buy a $50 whatever it is. So I'm always trying to come up with ideas for one, what's already in the home to benefit the family, and then also our planet. What's in the home that we can repurpose into a toy? So I think that's where we align so well, Kara, is our love and reusing and repurposing. Yeah.
And this was so fun. So you guys, what Leah and I did is she shared some information with me on like different activities, and then I started brainstorming, and I took 5 minutes and I ran through my house and grabbed random things. And so I want to share the things that I found so that maybe like Leah, you can tell me what I can do with them. If my thought around them is right, and like what I would do with this stuff. So I'm gonna start with the first thing. By the way, now you guys see the like, it's my bathroom that I do all my videos in. I can't, it's not my tiny square anymore.
I didn't know that till now either. I'm on my floor.
So the first thing that I was really excited about, you guys, is I was like, I wonder what's my bedroom. And I opened up my drawers. I'm not an organized type A person, and found all of my earrings. Whoops, that was loud. All of my earrings are not organized. And I thought, okay, can Scarlett do something with these to A, get me organized, and B, have her interact? What can we do?
Absolutely. So putting all of the jewelry out on the kitchen table and having the kids match and putting them in little piles, and then you get to put them away as you'd like to. But depending on the kids' age, they'll be able to match them for you. And then if they're a little bit older, they may have the fine motor skills to actually help you put them away, whether you use a jewelry tree or a jewelry box. I know some of my older girls love to organize jewelry and makeup, things like that. So that might be something fun that Scarlett would like to do.
Yes. Oh, makeup too. That's another great one. We all have around our house. She's a makeup junkie. I don't all follow my personal, but she wears my makeup all the time. I find her all the time with it. So that's another great idea. Thank you so much. Okay, and then I'll be honest, we've been planning this for a week. So I've been making my children save yogurt containers because I was not able to get them to convert to mason jar use. It just didn't happen. So this is our progress right here, not perfection. What can we do with these? Because I want to repurpose.
Well, depending on how old your little one is, those are actually perfect for matching. So if you had 2 of each, mixing them up and again having them match, having them stack them like they would blocks up and up and up. You can also cut the bottoms off of them and kind of have them become a cylinder, almost like a toilet paper roll. Yeah. And then taping them with, let's see, I got my painter's tape here somewhere. I'm obsessed with painter's tape. So then taping them to the wall and having them put things through the container so that they go down into a bucket.
Cool.
Okay. Is repurposing them for paint containers. If you want to do some painting, those make great paint containers because then you can just rinse them and recycle them after.
Yeah.
Fine motor, I'm going to spew off like 10 per thing. That's my brain gets going. So like, you could have them fine motor wise peel off the label.
Oh, okay. Good idea.
That's yogurt containers off the top.
I was thinking for olders, right? So I have a 4-year-old home, I'm 8-year-old at home doing math. Maybe if Scarlett peeled off and then I put numbers and started having him add things like playing a game where we're adding different, subtracting different to do our math, like using these in some sort of way.
Absolutely. Yeah, that would be great. So oh, I'm thinking and now like into fractions. Like can we do half and half and have them do, you know, each one's filled with half water and then dump into one and it makes one. If you want to do more academic, yeah.
Cool, awesome. Okay, so I've had my earrings. I've been saving my yogurt cups, and then we host an annual party every year at Crawfish Boil that we're not hosting this year. But I found all of our red Solo cups.
Yeah.
So how can I use these? Because they're plastic, you guys. I don't love them, but we use them for this event. So help me. What am I using them for in 2020?
Yeah. So this year, instead of the boil, we're going to use them for, again, paint cups. You could do paint cups. You can plant seeds in them. I love that activity. Poking holes in them and turning them into little planters. I also love, did you do this when you were little, Kara? You put string in between 2 cups.
Yes.
Older kids love that. And it seriously works. I think that sometimes people think it's out of the movie. It totally works. You can do it with metal cans too. That would be super fun. I've seen people cut open the Solo cups too and make weather vanes for outside.
Oh, okay.
And blowing, and the kids can paint them or color them. I've seen people turn them into costumes too. Again, cutting them up. I saw one little girl you put it right here on your hair, and then you put it up over, and then you can do like Hoop and Whoville or Trolls or whatever. But having like a theme day where they get to make an outfit out of the cups.
Cool. Okay, perfect. Awesome. So if I had a kid that was super overstimulated, right? They're the person that gets super distracted or tactile challenged. Is there anything special we could do with these, like to help them? Like, would it be good to use different, like try different textures inside them for them to touch and experience? Like, is there something those like
yeah, totally. Depending on where they're at from a sensory processing standpoint. But if they're open to it and ready for that, yeah, you could totally put different textures in there. And then maybe if you've got, I know we use the beeswax wraps. At first I wanted to say cellophane. But putting something where like maybe a towel's over the top and then they reach in and they have to guess what's inside. You could also put marbles inside, maybe 3 or 4, and they have to just with their hands guess how many are in there. That's a really great way to get that brain-body connection and some play. But yeah, as far as sensory play, building sandcastles with them, or letting them go out and do some nature play and fill them up with mud and build a big mud castle in the backyard. That would be so fun.
The snow continuing to like come down and melt, that would be easy. Really easy.
I got plenty of mud right now. Yep.
Awesome. We talked about that matching, and then I was thinking about families that don't have earrings in their house, because I got really excited about matching you guys. So I wanted to share this one before I'm gonna let her take over on better things she probably has in her house. All my silverware, you guys, we have salad forks and meal forks and giant spoons and little spoons. I don't know why we have all of these things. We have all these different sizes. Matching, could they, right? So like, would that benefit a kid to be able to see like, this is a bigger one that goes with this big one and the littles, like, would that be helpful?
Totally. So the little kids, we can talk about big and small. We can do the matching. All the forks go over here. So some matching and sorting. All the spoons go over here. The butter knives go over here. If you've got silverware where I know a lot of people are cleaning out drawers right now. I was in the first couple weeks. I'm kind of over it now. But if you're still cleaning out your drawers and you're finding silverware that doesn't match, you've got like 2 forks that don't match anything else. Yeah. I've also seen people, this is maybe definitely a project for parent help, but hammering a nail in the end of the fork and again making a weather vane, and it sounds really pretty.
Cool.
I've also crafts where you hammer the spoons out. And you can build things that way, like a sundial I've seen. But as far if you don't want to destroy them, you can also do weaving too. Like if you've got string, you can have them weave in and out of the fork to make a little loom.
Oh, I hadn't even thought about that. Okay, that's cool. I'll dig that.
Yes, I've seen that too. Yeah, the matching and sorting and the game spoons. If you've got older kids, that game's so fun. If you guys have cards and however many spoons you need for your family, that game is just the best. And kids say like 6, 7 and up love that game, and they get it.
Awesome. Cool. So we could, as a family, Kyle, me and Greer play, and Scarlett just sit in our lap and kind of observe it. But we could totally be doing that at night on our game nights. Awesome. Thank you. I didn't even thought about that. That brings me back to like middle school sleepovers and swim meets. So great. Thank you for reminding me. All right. So those were the things I quickly grabbed. Oh, I grabbed my pillow. Are there things I can do with pillows?
You can. So first, I love pillows. Make me think then of couch cushions and couch pillows and blankets. So fort building, let your kids tear all the cushions off the couch if you're up for it and build a fort. With a pillow, I know some of my therapists gave me this idea last week. They are using the pillows as a scooter board. So if you're familiar with sensory processing, sometimes in clinics they use a lot of scooter boards. And so what it is just a plastic board with wheels underneath, and you can put your belly on it and kind of swim across and everything. So we're having kids put their belly on the pillow, and then they have to use some sort of a rope to pull themselves either to you, or you can tie the rope around a door handle. You can put puzzle pieces at one end, and they've got to get the puzzle piece under their belly on the scooter, on the pillow, and then pull the rope over and put it in. And then go back. Maybe on the way back, they use their hands to pull themselves back. All of that is so good for hand development, fine motor development.
Awesome.
Sensory processing, like you were sharing. We get a lot of sensory input from that too.
Yeah, that sounds like something that I could spend hours having her do. So great. Perfect. It's not like beating up your brother. Woohoo! Okay, that's what I found. But you have so many other ideas, and other houses have so many other things that I don't have. So share away.
Right. We all have different things in our home. So I tried to not pick up any of my things that I bought strictly for therapeutic purposes. I really tried just to grab household things. But I also did just a 5-minute run around my house, and this is what I came up with. So ice cube trays. This is a silicone one, which I really like for my own purposes, for my kitchen purposes. But I also use this in my therapy sessions. So putting beads in here, so I've got my thing of beads here, but you can also do this with Cheerios or whatever kind of cereal you have, Puffs or whatever. But you can put the beads in there, if you can see this without me tapping it.
Yeah.
And just like I'm reaching in here, see how I have to get my 3 fingers here to get in here?
Yep.
This is the grasp we need for handwriting, tying shoes, buttoning buttons. So anytime we can get them to reach into a small space and practice this is excellent for kids. And then the older kids too, you know, if you have 3 different types of cereals, again, having them sort, mix them all up in here. Okay, see if you can put all the Cheerios in this one right here, or all of the Puffs in this one right here. If you've got colored beads, you can mix it up a little bit too.
Whoa.
Yeah.
Thanks. Awesome.
Keep trays.
Love that.
Meal times too. Some of my kids who are hesitant to eat, you put their food in an ice cube tray and they eat it up. Love it.
Huh.
Yeah, it's interesting. So on the topic of beads and cereal and all of those things, I actually don't have any Cheerios with me right now, so I am going to show you on beads. But taking any sort of spaghetti, this is fettuccine, but any sort of noodle, and practicing again some fine motor skills, some bead stringing skills, and putting beads on spaghetti is a really great thing. I have a big enough hole. I may not today. Here's my pretend Cheerio. So then we're just stacking the Cheerios and the beads on here. They can hold it like this, or if they're not a little one where we've got the bilateral coordination going, you can put Play-Doh or something sticky on the table and then stick it in. Cool. And then they can just come up to it. Oops. Come up to it.
Yeah, so that's again reading the pantry. We're just using things that are in there. Sweet.
Yes, exactly. Okay, I want to talk about my toilet paper rolls and my painter's tape. So for toilet paper rolls, there's so much you can do with them. I love, again, to have kids tearing them. Before I tear this up, I want to show you. So I shared with you I'm obsessed with painter's tape. There's so much you can do with it. So you can take a piece of painter's tape and put beads like this on the wall. So say this is the wall. Okay. And then they've got to go up and peel them all off and put them away. That's a great activity, keeps them busy. But then you can also take the painter's tape. I'm excited to show this one to you. And then, let's see, you can tape these up onto the wall, the toilet paper rolls. And then they become this really fun thing to put beads through, to put balls through, some cereal. And I've seen families, it's pretty cool. They'll take like 10 of these and they'll set them up along the wall to kind of build a marble maze on the wall. It's great for our little ones because they're going to have to squat to reach down to get the object and then reach up really tall to put it in. So many skills. There's a post on my feed about using this activity and how many skills it really works on. I love that. The other thing you can do with toilet paper rolls, this one's kind of already coming apart, but you can tear them up on the bottom, kind of like you would like petals. I don't know if you can see this.
Okay.
And then the kids can take it and they dip it in paint and it kind of splays out and they can stamp it.
Cool. Okay.
On the topic of paint, if you do not have paint, there are tons of DIY paint recipes online. You can use yogurt if you've got yogurt and put some food coloring.
Right?
Ketchup. Yeah, food play of paint is excellent. I know it seems weird to paint with ketchup, but any kind of food play we can do is great for kids and picky eating too, so that's great.
Sweet. Okay, that was awesome. That's a good one.
Yeah. So speaking about tearing, I want to talk, everyone's got paper in their house, whether it's junk mail or magazines, what else? Bills, whatever. Once you pay it.
Who wants to tear up their bills?
Let the kids be your shredder. So junk mail, just the act of tearing. So if they're a little bit older, you can do small pieces like this, and then maybe you got to stack them up really neatly on the table. But for our younger kids too, just the simple act of tearing the paper like this is great for fine motor development. You can make it easier by using some thinner paper like loose leaf, or make it harder with cardstock or index cards. There are a ton of really fun craft ideas I'll share on my profile too, where you can, like paper massage. You ever do paper massage?
No.
No? So, or not massage, what's it called? Mache, paper mache.
I was like, paper massage, what is this?
Once I said it, I was like, that's not right. So having them tear this up and then glue this onto paper is another great, that's sensory, fine motor, attention, cognition, so many things in that. Touching the glue is kind of a sensory thing for some kids. Okay, what else do I have? I have one more thing, I think. Yeah. Okay, so these are empty, I believe they were body butter that I got around the holidays, and they're empty. They went really fast because they're kind of small, and I was kind of bummed. I was like, oh, I bought all these plastic things, and now what am I going to do with them?
Yeah.
And there's like 6 more of these behind me, but I'm working with it. I'm going to make some toys for my kids when I get to see them again in person. So
I have some of those too, so I'll drop them off.
You have them too? Okay, great. So what we can do, you could put a color on here, like tape a colored piece of paper, and then maybe it's pink, and then you have the 4 pieces all apart, and they've got to match the lids back on.
Yep.
I love also containers because eventually we want our kids to get their snacks for themselves. You're hungry? Great, go do something about it. But if they can't open up containers, how are they going to make a PB&J? So I love this practice, this fun practice, and I like to hide things in there. So whether it's beads or it's their favorite little animals or pom-poms, hiding them in there, and then again, they've got to go in and get them. They have to put the lid on. They have to take the lid off. So much you can do with containers.
Cool.
Yeah. You have any ideas for these? I know you have some at your house too. Do you use them with your kid?
No.
Not yet. Not yet.
Not yet. Yes. Up until now, no.
Yeah. You know, I was thinking though too with the plants. We're talking about the solo cups and the plants.
Yeah.
My hands have been getting exhausted because I have all of my seedlings coming up. And so I have to kind of spritz them throughout the day. And my hand has been getting so tired. And it's been reminding me, I used to do that in the clinic, is use a water bottle, a spray bottle.
Yeah.
And have the kids spray things, and it helps with fine motor too. So cleaning window, putting like washable marker on a window and having them spray it off. I know your little one's older, so you can actually take a piece of paper and write the alphabet on it, put a paper towel over it, have them spray the water, and whatever letter comes through the paper towel, then they have to write down.
Ooh, I like that one.
Low prep, no prep, so much involved.
So I don't have paper towels in my house. What else can I do?
Then like organic cotton towels, probably.
Oh, okay. Yeah, like a muslin. Okay, cool.
Yeah.
Awesome. Yeah, I've been the spray bottle thing. That's a really great point of using fine motor for that, because I've been making my children clean. So I'll continue to make her be our sprayer.
Yes, make them clean and
then
make
an excuse. Awesome.
Good. Was that helpful? That was like a quick and dirty rundown of what you
I
can do.
think it was super helpful. There are so many things that, like, I hadn't even thought about using all of the magazines and all of the marketing stuff. Sidebar to everyone, you're going to start getting a lot more mail marketing because that's like what we're being told to do. So you are going to have more of it. That's such a great idea. I hadn't even thought about it. I was just collecting them to start Instagram shaming companies, but now I'll put them to use.
Yeah. You've got
Awesome.
babies. They love to crunch up magazines. All babies love
Yes.
magazines, and that's again great for fine motor. So let it
Oh,
happen.
amazing. Oh, this was so helpful. I think that, like, I have a couple more ideas that I'm gonna do with my kids.
Yeah.
And then, so okay, so you keep talking about your highlights and your profile. Where do we go for this stuff?
Yeah, so my Instagram profile has a highlight right now. I think it's called activity ideas, pretty sure.
Okay.
I've been putting activity ideas in there for families for COVID. Although I'm going to keep it up after this, but anything that I mentioned or that we mentioned that I wasn't able to kind of visually demonstrate and show you, and even some of the things that I was, like the toilet paper and the painter's tape, I'm going to put up visual examples of those in those highlights.
Cool.
So on my stories after we share this, I'll make sure I get those up. So I'm such a visual learner, I've got to have the visuals. So if some of you are too, those will be up for you. And then what else? I have on my schedule lots of spots open for complimentary consultations. So what that looks like is we get on the phone for 15 minutes. You tell me all about your kid, what they're interested in, and then I send you an email summary with resources and activity ideas made just for your child. And your child does not need to have any concerns or issues where they would need therapy. I'm doing these just like I would for my clients that I do therapy with. So, yeah.
Yay! Oh, that's so helpful. Okay, awesome. So everyone, I will post her Instagram handle again on our page so that you can see it and access it. And in the comments on YouTube, we'll put it there so you guys can see it if you're YouTube in it. But thank you so much. You guys, she's incredible. She is so fun to work with. She's really, really great for families. I have loved calling on her. So thank you so much for giving us your time. I really appreciate it.
Absolutely. Thanks for having me. This was fun.
All right. See you later. Bye, you guys.